Hello, welcome back. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. You're watching another one of my comic book pull lists. This is for the month. Okay, yes, my Christmas tree is still up. Don't judge me. It's for January. I get these comic books from Discount Comic Book Service, or DCBS. I'll be calling them from now on. I get once monthly shipments. I live here in Japan. It takes a little while for them to get to me. So you might have read some of these titles already. If you have, let me know what you think of them down in the comments. Here we have Ascender number 7, an amazing book by Jeff Lemire and art by Dustin Nguyen from Image Comics, and the blue from the cover is making this whole, my face and everything else blue too, isn't it? Warren Ellis is writing Batman's Grave. This is number 3 right here. I think it's going to go more in detective story type of vein here. Of course, he will not pull back on the action either. I'm holding this just so I can get the glare as much on the cover. Here we have Batman Superman number 4. We got the storyline dealing with the Batman Who Laughs and the Infected. I really am liking where this storyline is going. Here we have Conan Serpent War number 1. I'm really psyched about this because we'll see Conan on a team with Moon Knight. There are 2 other heroes we'll see in here that are from the same guy who originally wrote Conan back in the, the 30s, I guess, or maybe before that. They'll be in here as well, but we'll see a connecting cover here. We'll get 4 pieces, this is a 4-part series, and each of the heroes will take up 1 cover. The first issue of Count Crowley, A Reluctant Midnight Monster Hunter, was hilarious. I loved it. Here we have issue number 2. We have this, she's an alcoholic news reporter, and she screwed up, so she gets stuck doing the midnight movie hour, and they can't find the original guy, and she ends up, well, they're leading into it. It hasn't fully progressed yet, but she will have to fight monsters as well. And this is from Dark Horse Comics. Die number 10. This is in my top 5 best new series of the year, and it's definitely in my top 10 for series I was reading this year. This series of Ghost Rider has definitely renewed my interest in Ghost Rider a lot. I think I want to go back and read some 90s Ghost Rider now. Yeah. Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, both of them making are big players in this series here. A lot to do with Hell, the King of Hell, and Mephisto, as you see on the cover there. I think this is going to be a pretty sweet read. Gideon Falls 19. I've been raving about this series all year. Again, yeah, another one. It's in my top 10 for the year. I love horror, and I really like Jeff Lemire. Both of them are right in this comic right here. Gotham City Monsters has been pretty fun so far. This is a 6-issue miniseries, and I hope they're putting it out because they're testing the waters to see if they can actually do a full series with these guys right here. Because I think they could do it, and I think it could be really cool. Green Lantern Black Stars number 2. This is a 3-part series, and then we'll see Green Lantern season 2 started pretty soon. We see him here taking on the Justice League. So we know this is gonna be coming to a close. His time on the Black Star will be coming to a close, and we'll see him back in green pretty soon. I'm really excited about He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse. And we got number 1 right here. I think there has been a renewed interest in He-Man, not just in the comics. We know there's a Netflix animated series coming soon. I mean, I watched the first series of She-Ra, and I mean, it was okay. It just wasn't where I wanted it to be, so I didn't follow up on that. But I mean, I can say that it did help renew interest in the Masters of the Universe universe in many ways too, so I'm grateful for that, and I'm very much looking forward to this comic right here. Got 2 Alex Ross covers for Immortal Hulk here. This is number 27 and 28. It looks like Hulk is gonna get himself a little gang, little Hulksters. That's WWF, not Marvel Comics, isn't it? Year of the Villain still going strong with Justice League number 36 and 37. They keep having a little window for the league to go through to get success, and they keep just shutting it one right after another. And the other month I was saying that I liked it when, you know, it looks like it's so hopeless, and we just have this one chance, and then they mess up that chance. They got to figure something out. I like it when that happens, but I feel like they've done it like 5 times already here. Justice League Dark number 17. So when writers switch for Justice League, I will probably be dropping that. I will be continuing with Justice League Dark, so this will be the only kind of Justice League title that will still be in my pull. A pretty sweet Clayton Crane Zatanna cover here. King Thor number 3, Gore the God Butcher is back at the end of time, fighting Thor and Loki as well. The reasons why I like Esad Ribic's art are the same reasons why I like Riccardo Federici's art. They do fantasy extremely well. Here we have The Last God. The first issue was awesome. I really liked it. We have a group of heroes that came back from killing God. They made their own country, and for 30 years has been success. But it comes out pretty early in issue 1 that they just made a deal with the Last God, and he came back to fulfill his promises. So we're gonna have to get a new group of heroes to rise up and finally take down the Last God. Punisher Soviet, this is number 2. Garth Ennis is writing this. So far, issue 1 was awesome. We have a whole bunch of Russian mob that are getting killed, and Frank isn't the one that's doing it. So he's trying to figure out who's knocking these guys off all over the world before he can get to them. Punisher Soviet, so it's probably some Soviet guy who, you know, has the same kind of, they enjoy the same hobbies, maybe, perhaps. We'll see how it works out. I really loved the first issue. Reaver number 6. I've said it before, this is a Swords and Sorcery Suicide Squad. This is another one of my contenders for top 5 best new series of the year, which means it's definitely in my top 10 for best series of the year. Only 6 issues in, and I can definitely say that. Red Hood Outlaw number 40. I don't know what else to say. I've been loving this since the beginning. This is another amazing series that's going to be probably, best new series and best series of the year. This is Second Coming number 5. We have God and the devil face to face, eyeballing each other. Something is Killing Children number 3 and 4. Or Something is Killing the Children. Might be going a little slow at the beginning. I'm just waiting for some monster killing, and then we can get into the backstory after that. I don't know, but I think it's going a little slow at the beginning there. Strike Force number 3 and number 4. Just like Gotham City Monsters is a weird team up, and I think this is, I mean, they're very different in their approach and stuff like that, but I think it's similar, just teaming up like people we would normally see on a team together. This is another comic that probably not a lot of people are thinking about picking up, but I do enjoy it. We're at 100-page Swamp Thing Giant. Contains a few reprints, but there is new material here as well. And I think for $5, I don't think that's bad at all. 100 pages of comics, $5, I think that's pretty sweet. This is thick, but it's not 100 pages, but it is number 100 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Man, there is going to be big things happening in here. I heard some semi-spoilers, and I have some ideas where it's gonna go. Somebody's dying, and it is, if it's who I think it is, it's gonna be freaking major. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder in Hell number 5. So even if you don't normally read Ninja Turtles, you probably would still like this comic. It is a pretty sweet story. It's Shredder and Splinter in Hell. Splinter is, just like a spirit guide. But the art in here is awesome. It's so beautiful. And okay. Oh, I already said it. I really like the story as well. Even if you're not into the main Turtles continuity right now, this is one kind of thing you could definitely enjoy outside of that. That's Vampirella number 5. This is a Faye Dalton cover. As I said before, I really do like her art. It looks painted. I don't know if she's actually painting or if she's doing digitally. I'm not sure. But I think this looks freaking amazing. I thought this Lucio Perillo cover was going to be my favorite out of the Vampirella bunch, but this is good. not as good as that Vampirella Faye Dalton one, but this is still pretty awesome. It's Vampirella and Red Sonja number 4. Alright, this one's a little different. This is the Prestige format from DC Black Label. This is the Question, The Deaths of Vic Sage. I am definitely looking forward to this. I heard some good stuff. I think the Question is a pretty awesome character that there isn't enough written about where he is the focus or solo. I think this is going to be pretty sweet, and it be coming from DC Black Label. I think it'll be it definitely will be turned a slightly more mature route as well, which I think can only be a positive for Vic Sage. And there you have it. Those are the comics I'm going to be reading for January. If you have any thoughts on those, or if you think there's something I really need to read that I'm missing out on, please let me know that down in the comments. Numbers are up since the last video I made. Thank you very much to those of you who have subscribed. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I am very grateful to anyone who does. If nothing else, though, I do hope that you had a good time watching. I'm the Erroneous Kaiser. I'll see you next time. Okay. Regular color, blue.